Hi, everybody. Amy Warren with another video message from ReLaunch. It's a little lengthy, so forgive me if I read it to you. I want to make sure that I say everything. I also had to take my glasses off so that you can see my eyes. So there might be some flubs along the way. But I have some good news to share, and I wanted to share some explanations as to how we as a team came up with the path that we decided upon. The ReLaunch team was created a little over 10 months ago to define the parameters which will guide our beloved church family as we navigate our return to the building. You've heard me say repeatedly that we have kept these tenets throughout. Love God and love our neighbor, as Jesus taught, Matthew 22:37-39, and John Wesley's additional 3 rules. Do no harm, do good, and stay in love with God. We've maintained a strong commitment to care for our church family by keeping us all well, both physically and mentally. We ask God for guidance regularly and pray that we are on his path. With his help, we have successfully navigated an outdoor worship service, monthly drive-thrus, and 3 indoor services before the winter surge closed the doors again. And we're starting again with an outdoor service on Easter Sunday. We have heard the views of our members, which are as spread out as the East is from the West in terms of what we should do. And we've compassionately maintained a safe plan for all under the conditions dictated by the virus that has controlled our lives for over a year. Our most recent one-question poll shows that over 60% of respondents are ready to attend indoor services right now, with another 26% or so on the fence. This is a vast shift from the 33% ready to return to the building right now, and the 33% not coming near the group split that was maintained all through the summer of the pandemic. Not everyone will be satisfied with the restrictions we still have in place, and still there will be others who feel we are not being careful enough. Maintaining a balance in our extended church family has been a challenge, but we believe we are acting on everyone's behalf and doing our best to ensure that life is privileged over all else, as the Baltimore-Washington Conference advises us. We have followed that advice, as well as government restrictions that Governor Hogan has given out, and have followed the advice of the CDC and of other public health organizations at both local and national levels to determine our path forward. The emotional toll of this pandemic has been felt by all, and the members of the team are painfully aware of the disappointments and losses we have all faced in the year since the Baltimore-Washington Conference closed down worship opportunities inside our churches. If you are still struggling to deal with these concerns, please contact the church office, and through our trained members, we will help you with listening ears, prayers, and other support. But the situation overall has changed since we last determined that indoor worship would not be available with Pastor Mitch, who was our guest pastor during Reverend Lori's absence. Vaccinations have become available, and many members of the congregation have received their doses to build up immunization and increase herd immunity. In early March, Governor Hogan announced the following. Capacity limits have been lifted on religious facilities, but Maryland's statewide masking order remains in full force in effect, and we should still socially distance ourselves when possible, especially indoors. And now Reverend Lori will be leading worship as she performs limited duties in her time of recovery. On a side, we must remember that she needs to take it slow, for if she does not care for herself, her ability to take care of us will be affected. In light of all of these changes, the ReLaunch team has come to a consensus that we are now able to safely allow our members to return to the building under controlled circumstances. A proposal I brought to the Church Council from our team was passed at the meeting on March 25th. An email is being sent out with the details, and you may request access to the full version of the plan if you'd like. As this has been a long announcement, I will leave the details to the written versions and only state that we will return to limited worship services in the sanctuary on April 11th. The sign-up Genius system will be used, and the protocols we have had in place will be maintained until it is safe for us to lift them. ReLaunch team will be meeting continually to determine if it is safe to change our plans, increase our numbers, and make other alterations along the way. We also have a backup plan if things get worse. Please contact us if you have not received the details and wish to obtain them. I am looking forward to being back in the midst of you, and am continually praying for all of our safety and our health. Happy Easter.